Hello, Dolly friends. Well, today I'm in the messiest, most crowded room in the house, my room, where my Main Street, is housed. And the reason it's the messiest is because this table that Main Street is on is also doubles as my craft table, desk, and it ends up being a catch-all. I usually end up getting it piled up. I've got it cleared off right now so you can see the doll street. And the majority of my dolls are in here. These, I've got another shoe rack here now. The other shoe racks I showed you are the stiff body dolls, which I call the stiffs, that just means they don't have bendable knees and elbows. These, though, are my more articulated ones. They have the bendable knees and elbows. So I keep them here separate from the others. These are some of my favorites. And the ones on Doll Street, most of them are the articulated ones. And then down here, this is my grandma and grandpa. They're AKA Bob and Anna Sanchez, Maria's mom and dad. And this is my Moses, my talking Moses doll. But in my doll world, he is Greg's dad, Maria's husband, Greg. That's his dad. So these are the grandparents, and I have them in a little tote that I keep up in the top of my closet there, which is behind that curtain. So that's where I keep them. And over here is my masterpiece doll. And then over there in that corner is Maria's house front yard. Her house is actually, all of her rooms are scattered throughout my house, which you've already seen some of. But I keep her. I love this Victorian mansion Barbie house. I love the front of it, so I use it as her front door, her front yard. I don't usually open it up and use the inside. Every now and then I do, but mostly I just use it for the front door and her front yard, which is kind of a mess. Her fence kind of fell down. And that's her husband, Greg, and her kids, Chris and Kiki, in the yard, playing in the leaves. And then over here on the bed is my two latest reborns that I made. They are the 36-inch 3-year-old June kits. Well, the bodies. Anyway, she's a hybrid. She's partly made from the 3-year-old June kit, and partly from the Tibby kit from Bountiful Baby. And he's all the June kit. But anyway, there's them. And then on the bed here are these little shoe boxes with some more dolls. Now the reason I have them separated like that is because these are my niece and nephew's dolls that I gave them years ago when we started our doll town. They were young, and they would come over. I was homeschooling them, and they would come and play dolls. And anyway, I gave them their own dolls, so they each had their own doll families. This one was my nephew's, my niece Destiny's, and my niece Autumn's, and anyway, that's theirs. And so I keep them separate with their names on them. And they're teenagers now, so they don't care about dolls now, but I thought someday they might want them back to give to their kids or something. The reason this one is dressed as bride and groom is because my nephew just got married, and I was so tickled that when I also do wedding cakes as a hobby, I've done all my nieces and nephews' wedding cakes. When he started planning their wedding, he decided he wanted his doll, Star-Lord, to be the cake topper. So I did their wedding cake with them two dressed up as bride and groom on top of the wedding cake. So anyway, but then he wanted me to bring them back home and keep them, hold on to them for a while. Anyway, and then the last of my dolls in this room are these. This is 3 of my sister dolls, and This is another one. So those 4 are my sisters. They are the mini-me's of my actual sisters in real life. And I believe that's pretty much it for doll stuff in this room. Most of the other stuff in this room is my craft stuff and personal stuff. Anyway, so y'all have a dollarific day. I'll see you next time. I think this is part 4. And then we will have a couple more to go. Bye.